My husband and I have 2 little girls, so it's awesome. I love them. Jessica is a bubbly, wonderful, active young mother, and for her, taking a Tylenol and going to the doctor once a year was plenty of the healthcare system for her. One day I was talking on the phone with my sister, and I happened to have my arm up in the position where you're supposed to do the breast exam. So I did, and I felt a lump. Within 2 weeks of finding the lump, I knew I had cancer, stage 2 cancer.
Stage 2 means that the mass is bigger than 2 centimeters. And then on her x-rays, there was a question of whether or not she might even have a lymph node involved. If cancer's in the lymph node, that makes us worried it could be somewhere else. And she was very concerned about 2 things. One was potentially losing her breast, and the other one was potentially losing the chance for further children. Have you had any chance to think about what you want to do about the lump in your breast?
I am going to do a lumpectomy.
You're going to do a lumpectomy? She's 33, and you're thinking, you know, can I get her from 33 to 83?
She was just very confident. She knew what had to be done, and she had a plan on how to do it.
And the next step was surgery.
She said they were going to remove the lump, and they were going to remove 2 lymph nodes and test them for cancer.
Every time I come to the OR, I think that I come in with the idea that I have to hit a home run. I always stand by the patient and have my hand on their arm while they're going to sleep. It's just part of having a personal connection with the patient. When I took out the sentinel nodes, I send them off to the pathologist, and they actually looked at them while she was asleep. They call back on the telephone.
Right breast center node number 1, 2, and 3 are negative for malignancy.
I was very excited. Everyone was excited about that.
Goodness.
Oh my God, that's really good.
That is so great for her.
From the OR, she goes to the recovery room, and then from the recovery room to the floor. And then all of us together map out a plan for what else needed to be done.
There are 3 components of almost every woman's care that includes surgery, a medical oncologist, and radiation oncology. All patients are not treated the same. We are clearly tailoring a pathway of treatment for that individual.
After the surgery, Jessica got chemotherapy and then radiation therapy. The chemotherapy was to try to prevent the cancer from coming back anywhere else in her body.
Jess at first, like many other patients, clearly did not want to receive chemotherapy and gave me great pushback, and I needed to win her over in that process, but I also needed to allow her to push me back so that I could bring her forward.
She wasn't quite ready to hear all the specific facts about her treatment options. I knew that I was going to be right there with her, supporting her, picking her up, lifting her up, providing encouragement every step along the way. The side effects from the chemotherapy caused fevers and horrible mouth sores. My fever shot up to 102.5, and at that point, I kind of figured we were gonna go to the hospital, and we did. I got a severe stomach cramp, and a nurse named Anna Mary came in.
Are you having pain?
I was crying, and she just gave me a hug.
They come here facing their mortality, many of them, and they're scared. It's that little personal touch that says, somebody cares about me. I also have a daughter that's a breast cancer survivor. And so I want to treat them the way I want her to be treated.
She wasn't afraid to touch me. She wasn't afraid to, to comfort me. And that's exactly what I needed at that very moment. I felt like one of their family members. I went into her room and I sat down. I said, here's your little goodie bag to help you get through this hospitalization. Okay, so this is for decorating your home when you feel better and you're all done with all your treatments. Thank you. Sandy has felt like a sister to me the entire time. Every step of the way, she's been there. He says, we have to try again.
Can I propose at least that we switch chemotherapies, find something that hopefully you'll tolerate better? In order to get Jess's acceptance of this treatment plan, she needed access to me. So if things develop, she needs to know that I'm available to her. So she had both my email address and my cell phone number so that she knew that she could reach me if she had any concerns.
Everything Dr. Spiritos has done has been in my best interest to keep the cancer away and to keep it from coming back. After that second chemo, I had gotten the idea that chemo isn't to hurt me, it's to save my life.
What we want is a cured patient.
I had to do radiation after the surgery because I chose a lumpectomy instead of a mastectomy.
That was a 5-week course of treatment. It's gonna decrease the risk of that cancer coming back in your breast. It's gonna help you keep your breast. It is going to improve your survival from your breast cancer.
I danced down the hallway after I had my last radiation treatment. They were able to treat my cancer. I was done.
Partly education, part cheerleader, part, friend, part resource, but all of that is to get her through her journey. She is the team. That's the reason I exist. That's the reason Dr. Hahn and Dr. Tolnich exist, is to support her and help her.
Over the course of my career, I have treated almost 30,000 women with breast cancer. I like the idea that I can help other women get through this and go about their normal lives and live a full life.
I am going to be cancer-free, and life is good. And they treated me as a person besides my cancer, and I came through the other side. They were all wonderful, and they were all so friendly, and they're saving lives every day.
Bubbles, that's so cool.